Welcome back to another episode of Uncourt Conversations, where we have real, raw, and transparent conversations. Over wine, I have the beloved Miss Michelle. She is a philosopher, a business owner. She's Amazon's best-selling author, amongst other things. Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely.
You look good.
You too,
I'm
girl.
red.
Listen.
Sweater, you look
Listen,
nice.
we came in collaborating and
That's just
all
what
the
girls do.
colors.
The girls just know it's
we
middle
just
in the
pick
winter
up on
time.
vibes on the winter time.
The winter time is our season.
It is.
I like it because I said you could tell if a person know how to dress when it's time to put clothes on.
Yeah.
Summertime is easy.
Yeah.
A little dress,
Yeah.
maxi,
And that's it.
something cute.
Yeah.
Wintertime, let's see how you put it together.
How you put it together. And it doesn't even have to be nothing flamboyant.
Simple.
Simpleness.
Class.
Yes.
Timeless.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did
Absolutely.
that right.
You did that.
But I'm excited to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's long overdue.
It has been.
We only recently met this
Right,
year, but
right.
I feel like we definitely connected.
And yes,
And it's been a pleasure.
I enjoyed it. Listen, the rooms that we have been in, guess what? You have brought some fantasticness in them. And I see a much more developed future because you coming with it.
Y'all hit it, receive it.
Yeah.
Yes.
A much more developed.
Yeah.
And your story that you told, you opened up telling.
Yeah.
Baby, it wasn't my exact story, but I pulled and grasped from some things that was said.
Yeah.
From the mental, the spirit, the walk, the talk. All of those things was applied and I could relate in your story and mine. Yeah, for sure.
And we don't look like what we've been through.
Oh, God is good.
Because we look good. Let's just put that out.
God is
we look
simply
real
good and amazing. He's
but we
amazing.
don't look like what we've been through.
He's amazing, yes. And we give it all to him.
Yeah.
We don't look like the things we've been through and we don't smell like the smoke.
Because we definitely walk through the fire.
We walk
for
through
sure.
fire.
I had a couple burns, but I'm
Absolutely.
alright.
Guess what? We just
And we get dressed.
and we just
and we
get
come sit
and
on the
just come on.
couch, have a little wine.
That's what we
And
do.
that's it.
That's what we do.
So, you just recently celebrated your day in Houston.
Yeah.
How was that? How did that feel?
You know, the devil tried it.
Always.
Because when I'm saying that, it's the mind sector for me.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at the things, and be mindful, when you're looking at Facebook and all the social media and things, Facebook can have you with a big S on your chest. Like you've done all of the things.
Yeah.
And then in comparison, you want to do all of the things.
Times
two, right?
Yes.
I know that there have been so many more others who have received the City of Houston Day.
Yes.
And like I have, and this year was the first year that I actually put forth, which has only been 2 years, but this year is the actual year I actually put forth commemorating my mom's legacy.
Yeah.
And I wanted that to be special, but what the devil tried to do was downplay my greatness.
Oh, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
He tried to downplay the thought process behind that. Meaning, if you don't have this many numbers, if you don't have or reach out to these many people, then you were a failure in that.
Yeah.
I got the revelation and the aha with
Yeah.
only the 4 people that I.
And guess all you need is a few.
I tell you, the amazingness,
Yeah.
the warmth, the smile, the tears. It was just like a overwhelming experience for both me and my daughter when we was delivering the tokens. So that meant so much to me after I got out of myself.
I feel like social media has made us feel like the power lies only in the numbers.
In the numbers.
And for me, in this last year, the power has been in the alignment. Because you never know who those 4 people are.
That's good.
there was never a large group of people like in the Bible that needed to be present.
Right.
For like God's grace to like be shown.
Yeah.
A few more. A few more. That's it.
And agree.
All you needed was those 4.
And guess what? It was simply amazing.
Yeah.
I felt good about it. So I'm just hoping next year, however God leads me to handle that, to still allow my mom's legacy to go on with lupus, because it was in lieu of lupus and my mom, Versie Henry, who passed away with lupus, that I wanted to share and continue to spread education about it, because it mimics so many things. Cancer and lupus, they mimic each other. So definitely I want to go ahead and be a vessel.
And you have been, and you show up in the community for so many women, people in general, but I know women is your ministry.
Women, for sure.
The journey of lupus with your mom, and now being on the other side of it, how has it changed you as a woman?
First of all, for the past 8 years, I know going to my wellness exams, I had been asking for a lupus test, right?
Okay.
Because you hear every other generation or however it dawns on them and you get it and all of those things. So I'm like, I need a lupus test and a lupus test. So being on the other side of that, February of this year, found out I had cancer instead of the lupus.
Yeah.
Right? So being on the other side of that, knowing what both cancer and lupus looked like, but not tangibly hitting me, it was a real eye-awakener, because I had to talk to myself, and myself said, it said to me that at night, in the night when there was no one around, I'm saying to myself, girl, you do all these things. You got all these titles. You walked all these walks. But neither one of those illnesses have a name on it.
Yeah.
So that really doesn't mean anything. It depends on now how you walk through that.
Yeah. Because we got to stop thinking that we exempt.
Yeah.
We're not exempt.
We're not exempt.
Sometimes
on
anything will have you walk
on your knees.
Walk beside somebody else through their walk just to prepare you for your own.
Absolutely. So when that touched down, and I had that revelation, that aha with my own self, I had to revamp my whole thought process and my way of really thinking. And I said, you know what, I'm 56 years old. I'm going to have another aha moment and another regrouping section with yourself. So it doesn't have a number on it or age on it either. So it's just whenever you get to that point and God gives you that window to see differently how you can conduct yourself, how you can move and shake in other areas, that's when you know you're doing the right things. Yeah.
But you've also been blessed enough to ring the bell.
Yes.
Yeah.
April 17th, I had the lumpectomy. I had the area where I had the mass removed. I went through 30 treatments of radiation. And I tell you, if it had not been for family, close friends, people in your inboxes, texts, I mean, people take all of that for granted. People always think things have to have a monetary something on it.
Right.
It was those things that kept me going every day at 4 o'clock for 30 days going to radiation. It was those reminders, those pom-poms people were waving.
I still have purpose.
I still have purpose. I have
it's
something.
Not over.
It's not over. It's not over. August 8th, I rang the bell.
Yeah. And
I tell you, not a day that I wasn't able to do nothing that God had assigned me to do.
Yeah.
Nothing, no illness, no type of tired.
Yeah.
Tired. overwhelmed, but not to say what all the people were saying. Ooh, when you had cancer, my sister had this. When you had it, she couldn't do this, she couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Never had those.
Do you think it's more of a mental thing?
It's how bad you want it. For me,
that's life though, right?
Yeah, in anything, it don't even have to be sickness. It's how bad you want it in anything of your life, in any parts of your life. The downfalls. It's the get upness for me. You know, when God said, baby, you got this.
Yeah.
And you have to know that it's from God. You have to have that relationship to even know it's from God, because the devil can make some stuff sound good too.
You're gonna make me choke this
down,
because
the devil can make things sound so good, and you be like, you be straddling a fist. What you say? Yeah.
Because it's him the whole time.
The whole time.
Whispering sweet
nothings. And before you know, you've been a feel for the okie doke real quick and fast. And we do that. Because we either want the, my fiance say the microwavable, right quick stuff.
We want it now.
We want it right now. Or want to walk it out. Or being willing to walk it out.
Do you feel like that's more of an ego thing?
It is. It's more of an ego thing.
I've learned about myself in the last year that when I find myself anxious and wanting things right now and not when God wanted for me, I was like, that is so disrespectful.
But you know what? As of this day and as of this moment, I couldn't find the word. Yeah. But you said ego. And I can admit to a lot of times it's your ego that makes you want the right now stuff, to make you want to move in haste, to make you want to do things when you need to sit down. Last night, I told my daughter, after this, I'm sitting down and just reflecting on me. She said, no, I don't think so, Mom. That's not you. But I really need to for myself.
And you gotta do it.
Because even through the process of the illness of other people going through sick, I haven't sat down one. I'm still trying to go. I don't know if I was trying to prove a point to myself or somebody.
Most likely.
But I need to sit down.
Because what do we do that for?
What do we do it for?
Who is that for?
Who is it for?
I know God gave me.
I know actually, and for sure, God gave me the vision and the purpose. Yeah. But sometimes I think we put times 10 on it, our own self. Yeah. Because He gives us the moderation and the things and the timing and the things to do those things. Yeah. But if it's not done in His time, we want to help Him out. He don't need our help. He don't need our help.
Stop trying to be in control.
Yes, stop. And I honestly admit sometimes I feel that I'm the controlling person. Yeah. And in my mind,
we're all real with ourselves.
Yeah, I'm a controlling person.
We can admit that we are a little controlling.
Yeah, I'm a controlling person. Because as I'm seeing it, if I want it done a particular way,
only I could do it.
Only I can do it.
I'm the one that have to get
I have to.
We the same person, Miss Michelle. We the same person.
We toe up.
We jacked up. I tell people all the time.
Look, we are toe up.
I am nobody's role model. Yeah. I'm jacked up.
Yeah, we toe up.
I just know that He still uses me in all my jacked upness.
Absolutely. And somebody can relate to it. They haven't arrived.
I think you have to be a little jacked up for Him to use you.
Yeah. You have to be. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to embrace Him being a little jacked up.
Yeah, we jacked up. Let me get a sip of wine on that note.
So you're an author, Amazon bestseller, 2 books. That first book, what was the push behind it?
Well, some of you all know the story. My dad passed in 2000. My mom passed in 2002. Yeah. My husband was killed in a car accident Thanksgiving 2004. So every 2 years, my whole heavy hitters was taken away from me.
And you still here.
And in my mind, I'm saying, why should I walk the straight and narrow?
Yeah.
Doing what productive citizens should be doing. You know, all my heavy hitters have been gone. The ones I wake up to, go to sleep at night, probably have the same conversations in the same day about the same thing. Why, God? You know, I go to church. I do, you know, just,
what did I do
just going all of this, you know. I went on hiatus, not saying that I didn't know God at all, but I was mad as hell at him, and I said that in my book. God, I'm mad as hell at you.
And when we're going through grief, we try to act like we don't experience the angry part.
Oh, I'm
mad.
I'm mad. I wasn't.
And you need to see me.
Yeah, you
in my
need
place.
You need to talk
you
to
need
me.
to explain.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking all the promises in the Bible.
Yeah.
You supposed to be you supposed to be protecting me at all costs.
Yeah.
But I see failure in something.
Yeah.
You know, I went around mad at him for 4 years.
It's crazy how he make his doings about us.
Yeah.
You did this to me.
You did this to me. How rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was one Sunday at church after 4 years of being mad at him. The pastor said, anybody that's going through something, anybody who has a grudge against something, no matter what it is, you all need to come up here and lay it on the altar.
Yeah.
I'm looking at everybody else, well, shit, that ain't me.
Y'all better get up and go on.
That ain't me. Y'all going on.
I'm not mad at nothing.
I ain't mad at nothing. Shoot. They went on up there, and I promise you that same Sunday, it was like a revelation to somebody else. 4 of my sisters came knocking at my door at 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday evening.
Wow.
Banging on the door. Because you done lost the car, you done lost the house, you wilding out, you just don't care, you just doing your own thing. The conversation wasn't to bash me. It was to see how they can help me and if it was anything they need understanding of in order to understand what has happened to me. We talked about those things, but because I felt a sense of love from my loved ones, that allowed me then to go get some help and lay on somebody's couch.
Because sometimes we need to just go talk to the lady.
Yeah. I had to go talk to somebody that wasn't biased, somebody who didn't know me, somebody who would just let me vent if that's what I wanted to and give me the tools to walk in greatness.
Yeah.
After that, I promised God, now that you have done this for me, now looking at the big picture, knowing what all of that was about, so I was going to form a grief support group where people who wows out like I do and other people can understand what that even looks like, because you and I can be talking and laughing and skin grinning at that same moment. We can drop some tears. And then the people on the outside that don't even know what that looks like or understand think you're going through a mental something. Yeah. But it's actually possibly a relief because you're amongst people that understand what that look like and have a platform to call their own. Yeah. So
grief is something.
It is.
And I feel like you never stop grieving. It just comes in phases. I feel like, so my dad passed in 2020, and then my grandpa in 2021, 9 months apart. And I was like, these are like the main men in my life.
The ones who actually gave a care about me.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Who's gonna walk me down the aisle one day? Who gonna change my tires?
Right.
Who gonna get my splinter out my finger?
Right.
Who I'm gonna call and cuss out when my daddy didn't do what he said he was gonna do?
I get it.
It changed me. Oh, I was angry. And I wilded out. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything I did, but I wilded out. And nobody could understand. So I wish that I would have known about something like that, because we need those type of communities.
Let me tell you something. If you don't have that tool in place, grief can have you doing some strange things for a little bit of change.
No change at all sometimes.
Yeah, and it can get ratchet.
Real quick.
It can get real ratchet
Real
quick.
fast. Yeah.
I've told this story before that it wasn't drugs, it wasn't any of that, of course financial mostly, but
Yeah.
my void was, I'll call you, you don't call me.
Please don't.
Don't leave your shoe, your sock, your toothbrush, none of that here.
And keep your name, baby. I didn't ask
Yeah, I
you.
didn't ask
I
you.
didn't ask you.
I just
Yeah.
talk to you later.
Yeah. Or not.
Or not.
Yeah.
So that was my void for a particular time. And I remember one night remembering that I had a 13-year-old girl who lost her dad.
Yeah.
The only child, the only granddaughter.
Yeah. It wasn't about you no more.
It wasn't about me. You need to stop tripping with yourself.
Yeah. Tighten up.
You need to pull yourself together.
Yeah.
And I had to revamp that whole thing. Because I didn't want her to see, even in distress, I wanted her to know what a woman is still to do.
Yeah.
To grasp from the things her grandparents, her mom and dad has taught her.
Yeah.
Even if she's at the cliff, remember those things that was told to you about being loved, being beautiful, plus size girl, overweight in her case at a young age. Remember all those things that your loved ones have told you and come back. And I knew that I had to change that within myself and realize it's bigger than me.
Always is.
It's bigger than me.
It always is.
It's not about you. You're the only kid in the household up to 17 years, and then you find out you had another sister somewhere else on the side of town. So now, you was the only child. You got spoiled with all the things. You didn't have to. You could blink your eyelashes, and your daddy come give you all the things in the world.
Yeah.
Your mom tried to play the disciplinary, never united front. This is my daughter, this is my baby. And that's what it was in the household for 17 years.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. And luckily for us, I had a loving and forgiving mom.
Yeah.
That she embraced that child and took it upon as if it was her. You come over here every other weekend. You're going to come see your dad. School clothes,
it takes
car,
a certain type of woman,
all of that,
to be able to do that.
To do that.
To look at that situation and say, that's just a child that needs to be loved on.
Absolutely. Still.
No matter the circumstances.
No matter. So I think I get parts of that from my mom, the loving, but on the other hand, the hardcore, the raw, no BS. From my dad.
Yeah, that's what my daddy gave me.
Yeah, he gave me that. Real.
Sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah,
sometimes it's not a good thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm told all the time, just because you don't like it, you can't say all the things. You can't say all the things that
and just because you think you can whoop them, you still shouldn't say it.
You shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say it. So even at this age, I'm still learning more about myself. And what makes me be able to do that, I have my daughter, she's the opposite of me. She's not the flamboyant. She's not in the limelight. She's the background to my foreground.
Okay.
She makes things happen for me in the background. But she's always tell me I operate too much off of my emotions.
Do you really?
I do. She did.
Okay.
And once she told me that, and I examined myself, girl, go sit down.
Right.
A lot of times I have to admit that my emotions, I play off of my emotions. The things that my actions is off my emotions. So again, I'm still a work in progress,
Yeah.
even on that, because I guess because I want greatness for everybody. I want things to happen. I want everybody to reach. I want greatness for myself. I want greatness, and when I see things kind of getting out of line, it's the remembrance of the things that I came through when I lost them and was in people's eyes a messed up person.
Yeah.
Any little thing that starts getting out of disarray, I want to try to now have it.
Do you think
fixed.
you're a fixer?
I'm a fixer. And,
what do you think that like
and
rooted from?
I don't know. I could say it's from my mom.
Yeah.
Because she always wanted to help people, no matter how that was, encourage people. And I remember the times when I was going through the grief process and can't even pull the covers from over my head. I couldn't even fix myself. The things I would say, baby, it's gonna be all right. You know, if you need somebody, I'm here for you. I couldn't even give that on to my own self.
Yeah.
I couldn't even suggest the things that I would suggest to you to my own self.
Do you think too often we try to give what we don't have?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it drains us to the core. We don't have enough for us to even latch on to, because we done gave it in the atmosphere to too many other folk. Some folk probably that weren't even worthy of it.
No.
I remember being in a relationship for 2.5 years with a book on my desk that was written for 6 months already, because I was trying to prove my love to them. That I couldn't even get the book published because I'm trying to prove my love to you, trying to make you understand that it's me and you. And God just stepped in it like it was overnight. Said, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
What you got going on?
What? All of this not making no
Who
sense.
Is this fool?
Who is this? He's not even on your same path. He doesn't have the same mindset. He don't want the same greatness. He just want to be the eye candy on your shoulder.
That's it.
Right?
Because why you keep trying to take people with you that I said
That's
can't
not
go?
even don't even add up to goal.
Just to complain to me about it.
To complain and be crying and swapping lies and snot all over folk.
For what?
For what? You're not listening. You're
It's
not being
about
obedient.
I gave them to you.
The sign's been there all the time.
The whole time.
The gate, the door to the gate been open all the time. You just ain't walked through it.
Yeah. And stop lying, telling people you waiting on me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you.
Yeah.
And miraculously, 6 months after the breakup, the book was published. All the time that it was sitting on your desk in your office, you glance through it. You glance through it, say,
I feel like God's saying something and he just needs to just...
Look.
I'm going to write the book. I heard you.
I hear you.
Yeah. I hear you.
Let me put the fire out over here in this situation. I'll be right back with you.
And God holds on me like, you ain't got no business tending to
You
that
don't
fire.
even listen.
If you was over there, you wouldn't even know
You wouldn't even know this fire was burning. Mind your business.
Please.
Right?
Please. I got this.
Mind your business.
So then, the pivot.
The pivot was a collaboration with other people that was going through. But the pivot for me was timely, and that title of the pivot worked just because how I made it over. That was the title of the first book. Miraculously, I had to pivot.
You had to pivot.
Now that's somebody else.
Yeah. That's that alignment
That's that alignment.
That's what happened when you're not tending to the fire.
Yeah.
And you go, I told you to go.
How I made it over, I had to pivot.
Yeah.
That means I had to look at myself and be true to myself.
Yeah.
Say, girl, this is where you are in life. This is you. The good and the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
Admit it. In order for us to profess to be the things that God has called us to be, what things. You have to be all of those things to be an example for other people that you're trying to reach out and tap into their lives. I'm an open book. I'm quite all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm quite all right with that because when you get the text, when you get the messages, when I was in a hiatus of not being on the show, when you're coming back, what you said made a difference.
Yeah.
Like the show last night that we had, I had so many overwhelming responses.
Yeah.
Just because they're saying it looked like what you ladies talked about, y'all on my street. So when you get that, knowing that everybody's not gonna be happy for you.
Of course.
Everybody's not gonna be happy for you. But when you know it's the true, genuine ones, it means a lot.
It does.
It means a lot because it'll tell you can go another further.
Even in this journey, I came kicking and screaming. I did not want to do this.
You didn't want to do it.
I feel like I've been telling my story for so many years, and I got to a point where I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Part of that was I didn't want to be identified as what I've been through. The other part of it is I don't want to talk myself back into who I was.
Absolutely.
It took for God to say, you can't go back to being her if you wanted to.
Even if you wanted.
I stripped you of everything pertaining to her. You can't.
That's good
You
stuff.
can't.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
And he made it clear. You could act like you coming kicking and screaming, I'm going to make you so uncomfortable where you're comfortable to where you going to come running.
You know?
He made sure I came running. And said, take me, use me. Let's go.
Yeah.
When you want me to do it?
Yeah.
How you want me to do it? With who?
Yeah.
This season? Right now?
Oh, right now.
Today?
Yeah.
So I did not want to do this. I said, I'm fully aware of my gifts. My issue was accepting my power.
Absolutely.
I was aware of it. It was accepting it. Because that meant I had to go out to the front.
Wow.
That meant I had to go before the people.
Yeah.
I was cool in the back.
Yeah.
Send them to me. Don't. I do it back here. He said,
no.
Get your, you know, your parents tight lip.
Yeah.
He said, get up there. Now, I ignored him a few times. He starts stripping everything.
Yeah.
Putting a stop to everything.
Won't he?
He'll
get our attention.
Until you go.
He'll get our attention.
Oh, I'm going to make life hell for you.
Yeah, he'll get our attention.
So now that I'm in it on the other side, I don't want to be nowhere else.
I don't want to be nowhere. And now my prayer to God is don't allow it to happen to me unless I'm totally ready for it.
And prepare me.
And prepare me for it. Because we can dig up some stuff to do on our own accord.
Because we real creative like that.
We creative. I can just wake up right now thinking about something right now that I can be doing after I leave here.
Yeah.
But that's not of him.
That's not.
And it won't even last long.
No.
So that's my prayer from now on when the desires of having something. Only God, if it's my time to have it.
Yeah.
No more working in haste. No more trying to make things happen on my own.
Yeah. I don't even want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want what I want to be so aligned with what you want for me.
What you want me to do.
To where I'm supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So what's next for Miss Michelle?
Well,
because you do so much.
I do so much. I have to start being fair to others in my family.
Okay.
And when I say that, I know this is what I do.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it before some of them even came along.
Yeah.
But
it's not all that you are, though.
Right. My thing is I have a wedding that I'm trying to plan for.
Yes.
And I want to start giving more attention to that.
It deserves your full attention.
Yeah. I need to start giving more attention to that and not just to that wedding.
No,
to the
marriage.
person.
Yeah.
Got to the marriage.
Because those questions back in the early 2000s, why this?
Yeah.
Why this?
And I don't think
for
people I don't think people quite understand that part, and I won't use that as leverage or an excuse why I still kind of navigate the way I. But I do need to consider others' feelings.
Yeah.
Because if you're not an entrepreneur, you have one that may not be in a certain. You still have to respect them, but you have to definitely know that this comes with it.
Yeah.
But you still have to know when to respectful
to pivot
and pivot.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we can't take grace for granted either.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like in partnership we extend grace to one another.
Absolutely.
But we gotta know when it's time to act and to execute.
Yeah. I'm learning that daily. I'm learning that daily. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Love after
all
the things.
Yeah.
And it looks good on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It
I
looks
have
good.
a great caring guy. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
I mean, he was made for you.
Yeah, and timing was perfect.
Because you're a single girl.
Because let me tell you something, when people go through things, people will be there for you when all the things are high.
Yeah.
All the things are good. But let something like illness on my behalf, like for me, come along. Some people, it's so easy for a person to walk out.
They run.
Yeah. I was fortunate.
I'm happy when they run.
Yeah, so I know that's the true them and not waste my time another further.
Yeah, you don't have the capacity.
You don't have the capacity. Yeah.
This is too big for you.
It's too big for you.
My assignment is too big for you, actually.
Yeah, I know.
So, 2 things before we get out of here.
Okay.
I want you to share some advice to people that are going through the grieving process.
Yes.
And then share some advice for those women that are single like myself, that are hopeful for love on the other side.
Yeah. For the grieving process, I would suggest to get mental. However, whatever area in that grieving process that you're lacking, find a support for that area. And now that we have the ability to go and lay on somebody's couch, a lot of people flexing about it because I got the money and the insurance. Use the resources that the people that's telling you.
Go to the group meetings.
Go to the group meetings and use those resources, right? And for single women, I've been single for so long. It's very important not to take damaged drama from past relationships into the new, because that can very well damage your for sure new relationships, especially if that person is loving you unconditionally. You have to be through and finished with that past hurt.
Yeah.
Because it could definitely hurt you in your new area where somebody is truly loving you.
Yeah.
And showing it daily. So I would just clean up your own self, clean up your own heart, clean up your own understanding, get the knowledge of and be true to your own self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To thine own self. Be true.
Yeah.
So you can definitely relate to this. There's this thing that we do at the end of every episode. And it's a call to action. Something that either you know you need to take action on, you've procrastinated, or you've just been given insight. It happened, now what? What is the it happened and now what?
My health happened.
Yeah.
I will not wallow in those things.
Yeah.
I will take what I have learned, apply it, and be a source and a reference to other women that may not have been so lucky. There were levels of this illness. Mine happened to be the very minimum, but it still occurred. It still was emotional something to me. But I want to take that, not woe is me, oh my. I want to take what I've learned in the process and whatever woman or man, because cancer hit, for men as well, to be that reference for them to say, and if I don't know it, I don't profess to know everything.
Right.
I will gather resources from people to bring that information back to you, so we can all be on one accord and learn together. I always allow myself to be teachable, even at the
student first.
Yeah, I'm a student.
The best teacher is a student.
Yeah, I'm that person.
And the best leader knows when and who to follow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say. Yeah.
That was good. But thank you.
You're welcome.
For
Thank
coming
you
and
so
sitting on the
much
couch.
for having me. Baby, I've arrived. I'm on this.
You on the couch.
I'm on the couch,
You
baby.
on the
So I
couch.
feel like I've arrived, and I thank you so much.
Thank you.
And listen, I'm just sitting back waiting for all the rest of the things that's about to happen.
Don't take me too fast.
Yeah, I'm not going to take you fast, but I'm sure there are other things that's in alignment that are coming, and you will be great in those things.
I receive that.
Yeah,
I'll trust it.
absolutely. To the greatness in you.
To the greatness in you. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Uncourt Conversations here with Miss Michelle Saxton. I'll see y'all next time.